digital economy. It's it's a conversation that is in the government. Beautiful thing is that you have a very young enterprising. We have a young enterprising digital communications. Most fully built up, very built up and very determined. Some of the fantastic things is looking at. It's already challenging the space of a lot of challenges that we have. This whole issue around privacy of data, the challenge around because we know that connectivity and access to the internet at the most affordable rate is a necessity to grow the digital economy. So the conversations that are already going on, which I know is causing fears in terms of taxation and competition, we are pushing back on that because you know that taxation on communications will destroy this ecosystem. Our ability to be on the internet, ability to be able to make use of digital access to the internet connectivity is actually not the end. It's a means to an end. It's a means to the widespread of e-commerce businesses that today are all online. Successful businesses selling either women's clothing or cake and food and all of those kind of things. I mean, that's the future. What we should be looking at and what we are looking at, how do we even take advantage of the AFCFTA that we signed? I hope everyone knows about the AFCFTA. Yeah. Basically, Africa today is the largest single market in the world, one single continental market in the world. So how do we take advantage of that? How do we extend the boundaries of opportunities beyond Nigeria into other parts of Africa? We already have seen that from the terminal sector, we have a banking industry, we have branches of some of the big banks, and a number of other African countries. How do we scale the opportunities that exist for the woman that's doing makeup or spa products that creating I don't know all this stuff but these different opportunities in terms of e-commerce. How do we extend that space? How do we also protect the big area for our needs in the data protection policy? That is critical for the success because that is really where the real growth will come from. That's really the goal, the goal line.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this session on defining digital skills. Where are the gaps? This will set our discussion for today as we start out with the discussion on where the gaps are.
There's one experience that I always remember. I was speaking somewhere in Warri and I was speaking to youth. So you know how we always say like millennials are very social media friendly, they're very internet savvy. So when they're expecting that I'll talk about digital skills and these guys will be flowing with me. And I remember talking about Facebook advertising, and then somebody raised their hand and said, please, I have a question. You're talking about running ads on Facebook. What you say if you are paying Facebook, and I'm not joking, guys, does it mean like you take your phone, take your ATM card, and put your ATM card on top of your phone? And I was like, what? And she repeated the question again. And now the first time I realized that, okay, maybe everything I've been saying, nobody's getting it. And I had to break it down. At some point, I had to start speaking PhD.
So I feel like platforms like these, platforms that essentially will expose and bring these things to the fore, so that people can be able to see that apart from what I think digital is, it's actually bigger than that. And in that school, you can then think, where do I want to, specialize, or where do I want to advance my digital skills?
I mean, what do you think are the relevant skills we should be looking at as a nation, at this point in time as a nation? What are the skills we should be focusing on? Can we really leapfrog, or do we need to start from the basics?
So first of all, I honestly believe that as a nation we need to start with basics first of all, right? Especially in areas that are not urban areas where people do not have really access to the internet or are still growing in terms of the access. Because it's very easy for us to be in Lagos and start talking about AI and machine learning and IoT, but then you go to Nasarawa and you have no idea what artificial intelligence is. For those people, we need to start with basic computer literacy. Do you know how to use Microsoft Word? Do you know how to use Excel? And then as they start growing and as we start coming to the urban areas, we can then start talking about the range of tech skills, digital marketing, software programming, data science, IoT.
For IR it's not just another thing. I also allude to the fact that when you made mention of For the first industrial revolution, we didn't even know when it happened. The second, we were told about it. The third, they hid it from us. And the fourth, where we find ourselves now, this is an opportunity for us to leapfrog and take full advantage of what is going to happen. It's no longer news that 4IR is the world of automation and artificial intelligence. It's no longer news that the World Economic Forum Future of Jobs report says that 193 million jobs will be created due to data by 2022, and at the same time 75 million jobs will be lost, giving us a net of 58 million jobs that will be created. Okay, it's no longer news, but I think what is news is the fact that that gap, how do we fill it, right? And for us to fill that gap, you must be in tune with the required skills for the future.
So I feel like every institution should have a department that is just a computer lab where there are computers there are instructors, and students should be taught essentially, like, starting from the basics and then programming.
What are we doing from an education standpoint as individuals, okay? So let's forget the fact that there is one government doing that. There's also that conversation about public-private partnership. How do we do this? But I think let's go to the basics. What do we even think from an education standpoint? Should our kids be learning from a digital standpoint from primary, secondary to the tertiary institutions?
The benefits of digital jobs should be publicized more to the most remote areas so that people start to desire to study towards building a career in this field.
So I would want to go straight to the things and key questions we need to answer to be able to give everybody a good understanding of the skills that will be in demand in the years to come.
Right now, we are seeing that there are certain skill sets that are in demand. Software developers, you will see the technical system is actually growing a lot. We have a very high demand of developers, and that's because we are getting a lot of products that are coming out of Nigeria. And I'm sure that's going to continue for the next 10, 20 years. There are other skill sets that I presume that they're going to also be in high demand. Data analysis is one. Even currently at the agency, we work with a lot of data. When we work with clients, one thing they want to know, and of course that's one of the advantages of digital in itself, actually running a marketing agency, and it's about how with digital marketing you can actually get tracked better compared to traditional media.
It's not a bad thing to specialize. Let me get that. Like, it's not a bad thing to specialize. However, one of the things that you don't want to be is to be the person who does only content writing, and that's the only skill you have. We're going to get someone who does content writing and can do graphic design and will be out. So you must, at the very least, have basic idea or knowledge of every other skill in your industry. If some people introduce themselves as strategists, but then if you put them into email marketing, for example, they'll still excel. Can't be like someone who specializes in email marketing, but they'll do a good job as well. And you don't want to be the person who does just one thing.
Most of all the things that we do these days are on the cloud. I mean, I've been working from the cloud for about 5 years now. So if I misplace any of my devices, I mean, just for me to buy a new one, I can always retrieve my documents, So we have very little need for data or people who retrieve data, all of that.
And again, I agree with that government usually takes a lot of time. So there's policy here. One of them would be for government to create a policy that mandates every school, for either it's primary, secondary, or tertiary, but most importantly, even from primary, make sure that every child that graduates from from the school is computer literate.
You can't be a graduate of computer science from a public university, for instance, and just stay with what you're being taught in school. Yeah, there's progress. Now they're being taught PHP, React, and all other, relevant skills. But students, youth need to also
The internet is there, even though it is not quite affordable and accessible to everyone. If you can go on Facebook or Instagram, then you can take a digital skill course online.
Let me start by giving a typical scenario of when you call my customer services. I've been having issues with my internet service provider. And anytime you need to make a complaint, you can either go by email or you call. If your internet is down, how do you send an email? So you have to resort to calling. And if you call, the average wait time is about 15 minutes. Wow. But I remember waiting maybe like 19 minutes at some point. And because the telecoms companies are also not that great, I went from like being number 7 to number 1. And then maybe like 30 seconds before it was my turn, the phone call. And I had to start the process all over again. Then when you do get through, the phone operator will tell you, oh wait, let me check your account, let me do this, let me flash your phone, whatever. It does go through a lot of processes, and the first ask you to hold on because they have to look for the information that they need to solve the problem, which is what makes the wait time so long. But if they simply check the process of check whatever process they have internally and weave in some kind of machine learning or artificial intelligence, the process goes a lot faster because the human being, the machine, don't need to think to try and figure out where to look for the information that he or she is going to use to solve the problem. So the wait time reduces. So the answer to that question for me is that not just tech companies, everyone needs to find ways of streamlining their processes. And right now, artificial intelligence and machine learning are the future.
So a lot of the things that I do now, there's not any of the skills that I have now that I learned in school. So would we then say we have established that the syllabus in school is archaic? It's not teaching you what you need to learn. We are moving into the digital skills. The skills that we need, we don't get to learn them in school. So is school then a waste of time? Should I not bother going to school? Should I rather think about going to learn digital skills somewhere and just pay attention to that? Because anyway, the world is going digital. So what's the point of learning accounting? Like I said, you learn accounting in 5-10 years, it's not important anymore. So let's talk briefly about school and then if it is still relevant.
The school, as we know it, was designed to work for the industrial age. If you think of it, the subjects that we learned in school, geography, biology, physics, how many of us have used that since we left school? None of us. The skills that we need outside school, entrepreneurial skills, business, financial literacy, digital skills, we don't learn any of that in school. Personally, I don't even see what we're doing in school, even to learn the basics. So I am of the opinion that schools are not going to do too much until they start to evolve and start teaching the things the skills that we need right now.
Okay, so getting your certificate is good and all that, but I think the larger thing that we need to emphasize is that we need to encourage people to learn more about digital skills. And I'm talking every aspect of the economy, every sector needs to learn digital. The reality is this, even if government, this whole education thing we're talking about is still being discussed in, should I say, more developed countries like the US. It's just now they're beginning to realize that the school system is not working. So before that change is even going to impact them up to, let's say, 50% and then move over to Africa, not Lagos, before it's going to achieve scale, it's going to take a long time. So what I would say is that as we are learning, we should increase our learning capacity. We need to learn higher skills as Africans, as people in Lagos, people in tech. And then the next thing we need to do is to be teachers. So while we're waiting for the government, we are basically hoping at this point and praying that, okay, one day they will implement all these changes and then it's going to start functioning. But all of us, our collective goal is to learn in order to teach others. Because that's the fastest way that this knowledge is going to spread to other people. If we keep waiting for the government to make it achieve scale for everybody to learn, it's not going to be possible.
I don't know. Maybe the school system needs to be revised. The curriculum needs to change. I read somewhere that what we're currently learning now was meant for. There's a fantastic video by a gentleman called Ken Robinson, if I remember correctly. He had this fantastic TED talk about the educational system, and that, even though he was speaking to the entire world, in my mind I was just laughing that if this guy knew how relevant, how contextually relevant this your topic is to Nigeria. We've taken something that was meant for the industrial age and we've stopped to it.
There are people in Sokoto, Kaduna, in Bayelsa that are looking for such opportunities. There are businesses there that could grow faster if they had access and knowledge of what digital is. How should the government actually catalyze this growth and this explosion that's happening in these key cities and transfer some of that to other rural areas? How does the government facilitate the knowledge transfer to those areas?
Whether you like it or not, this has come to stay. The only way you must understand digital skills to be able to communicate effectively to this generation. There's no two ways to it. And a lot of the school owners, speaking from the private sector first, and I will talk a little bit about the public sector, a lot of the school owners have come to that realization because we've all said it, it's a global village. And some of these students will have the opportunity, even if they don't go abroad, we will interact by virtue of these digital platforms. We'll interact with someone in China, interact with someone in India, even if they're not going there physically. You understand? So you must have some of these things in place.
Digitization has come to stay. Digitization is the future and it is now. So the first thing that the government has to do is to prioritize it and set an agenda for digitization in Nigeria. The government needs to understand that digitization is a platform or a forum for providing social amenities, for efficiency, for ensuring that their policies work the way that they should work. So the first thing is the right mindset. The second thing is setting the agenda. The third thing is putting an implementation plan in place.
Government recently launched, I think in the last, maybe 2 or 3 years, the Empower program, right? Where they train and they give money. I would like to see incorporating digital skills as a prerequisite to assess any Empower benefit. So before any young person assess any of Empower benefits, you have to go through a digital skills program. And the reason why I'm saying this is my approach, I want the government to leverage on current infrastructures. Why? Because if you keep telling them, do this, build this, they don't have time. I mean, you mentioned priority. I don't think that this is priority for them, right? There's security issues, the economy is a downturn, there's power issues, there's transportation, and then you're telling them, you know what, digital skills is the way. And I'm like, no, we have to build roads, we have to build this.
We need to focus on the teachers too. Train these teachers enough of, trying to, give a teacher, sometimes a teacher probably will be taking 3 courses, 3 subjects in school. It's the same teacher that is a computer science teacher, the same teacher that is a chemistry teacher in school, the same teacher that is maybe the biology teacher. So maybe the government should focus on that and also, try to give these teachers incentives that will make them to be encouraged to train the students in digital skills. Thank you.
A vote of thanks and appreciation to you, but also to everybody there because actually it's been a very long day. I want to promise that everything that happened today, because I know that your heart and spirit was with us, I'm going to package it into a report. I'm also going to share, we have been sharing the success stories from our program. 80 of them are employed currently. This has been with the help of Facebook, because without Facebook, video links. Without Facebook, we'll not be every day we come to it's an 8 weeks intensive digital skills program. They start from scratch. By the time they finish, you can do websites, they can do SEO, they can do analytics, everything you can think of. Minus actually preparing them for industry, so you should do a small business and all that. So they're going to be change makers over the next 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. So by December we'll have 100 in the market like that. So I'm really interested in talking to people that can help us with scaling it all, helping. It also incentivizes corporates to be willing to take in, the people that we're churning out, and then we can then say we're scaling up. So rather than graduating 20 every 8 weeks, we could be graduating 100 every 8 weeks. If the private sector is willing to then absorb them to be able to, because the program works because it's a 5-month program.